Well, everything was going so well. No, I can't predict it. Get their own Strava account. And I'll be honest, the weather has deteriorated. I didn't give them a pep talk. I was going to give them a pep talk with so many different little sleeves to patch the tyre. Morning everybody, it's a miserable day again. But it's not a bad thing, like it's summer. No, is it summer? November. No, it's not actually summer yet. It's late spring and we just keep on getting rain. It's fantastic. The crops are up. Probably should have a quick little look at that, but it's really quite wet at the moment and it's just going to be muddy. So more importantly, I want to talk about something that, you know how friends have or neighbours have something and you just borrow it year in year out to a stage where the person that owns the thing that you have is questioning about whether they own it anymore or where it is. So we've come to a point now where I've actually bought what I keep on borrowing off a neighbour, and that is some soft hands. Brand spanker. Hustler soft hands. So yeah, thanks Damo and Brooke for going to pick them up for me. They also got a set while they were at it. They had another set that just wasn't working, and I didn't really want to borrow that set either because it wasn't working for them. They're not going to work for me. The bales just kept on sliding through and damaging bales. And so the neighbour that did have the set like this was Jeremy, and they're the best ones I've ever used, and he had exactly the same set as these. So he told me not to buy them, but went ahead and bought some. They weren't too expensive. They're expensive enough, but not too expensive. Now 3,400, which isn't too bad. It's not great, but it's at least I can handle the bales now and move them about. Anyway, I better get it off so I can use it. Well, everything was going so well, it really was. I was so impressed, but then I saw the ends, and that's the same end that goes onto the tractor. We call this a male fitting, and luckily they've given us one female fitting. So what I can do, well, what I think I can do is undo that there and then put that one on like that, but then I've still got another one that doesn't have another end on it. I'm trying to work out whether I've got anything to have a spare one, because it's a fairly universal fitting. Call it like a 1/2 inch. Female. Bummer. Okay, we got 2 on. I was lucky enough to find another one in the shed, so we're all good to go. Let's hope it works. Okay, we'll go out to Nook, where we've left, what did we leave, about 60 something bales. Now we didn't actually put them hard up against the fence or anywhere in particular, just sort of at the end of a paddock. Now that we've got the soft hands, we'll go move those bales, cross over to a fence sort of out of the way a little bit. Given it's raining, I won't put the drone up, so I'll just give a bit of a view of where we're going to be putting them. And Jason, the neighbour, has quite politely mown, or I think he's slashed it. Used to slash it, and that's where we'll roll them up. We'll have a go at it. Worked well. It's done. Well, all bar, there's 7 left over there. Might see if I can fit them in that little shed over there. Yeah, the rest looks like that. No, I can't put it in here. Good afternoon. Finished moving a few bars. I've still got more to move, but more importantly, the weather is starting to pick up a bit and we're going to do a bit more silage. So, to do that, I've got to go mowing first. But before all that, we got some new tyres on the front. The other day, it was dead flat, luckily just on one side, but still flat. And we replaced the tube, which was like $300 just to do that, with the warning that it's going to happen again because we put so many different little sleeves to patch the tyre. So we did the worst case scenario and replaced both the tyres so we didn't run a flat when it was really inconvenient. Yeah, $1,900 each. So you sink some money pretty quick. Yeah. But hey, that's what you got to do sometimes. Hooked up the mower just before milking. I'll go down to this paddock down the road, and the reason that I'm cutting it is because, well, it's ready to go for one thing, but it's also so that I can move some calves off the milking platform. So the milking platform is home base, and essentially when I can, as early as I can, I'll try and get them off, just try and free up some space to make sure that the dairy cows alone are on the block. But to do that, yeah, we've got to move the calves down the road, which I'll probably record tomorrow when we try and attempt such an effort. And to get them to the paddock that I need to get to is a silage paddock. Drive in there and I drive over it all, it's all just going to be flat on the deck. So I may as well cut it first, and then I can take them in there and we can roll on to the next paddock. Right, I'll be honest, the weather has deteriorated again. It's windy, rainy and horrible. It's definitely not drone weather, but this is stuff for cutting. This, yeah, this is premium stuff. It's not overly long. It's just starting to see a few seed heads, but it's mainly just a flag and just a note or so. So yeah, but not long. It's not too long. But it needs to go down anyway because it just make a mess. We are ready to do the big drove. Driving some calves down a public road. What could go wrong? Nothing. Positive, positive, positive. This is the way it's going to go. Positive. The plan is that we are, well, we've shut gates all down the road to other people's properties, and we're going to use the cafeteria as bait, or as a following mechanism, I guess you'd say. These calves should follow us because they're still drinking a little bit of milk. This past week I've slowly been weaning them off, and they're back to a litre a day. So they were at 5, 4, 3. This week it's only been 2, and for the last couple of feeds it's been 1. This could be their last feed. So hopefully they'll just follow the cafeteria and it'll make it all things very simple. I know, girls. Nice orderly fashion. I didn't give him a pep talk. I was going to give him a pep talk. Doesn't really help when they run in front of you. We're back on. Now get behind. I've got Brody on the 4-wheeler just following behind, just for any stragglers. This little bridge here is a bit that I get a bit nervous about, as they tend to balk at it a bit, and I don't want them to go down there, otherwise they'll go down to the river. Nice. Nice, girls, nice. Fantastic, they didn't balk at all. They've been very, very well behaved. Oh, I just can't wait to show them the new digs. Lots of grass. Nice sort of scenic view, little dams and a little stream that runs through. It's very picturesque. A lot of grass. Yeah, it's around Barry's house, and it's, yeah, I need to do this because it's, yeah, the grass is getting out of hand. Nice pace. 14k an hour. We are humming. The turnips looking really well. Gee, we've had just almost too good of a season, but I'll do a bit of a update on the crops next video, I reckon. It's a fair old hill they've just climbed. Must be about 40 metres of elevation. Should get their own Strava account. Now obviously this is the paddock that we needed to mow so we could bring them in, so they didn't trample it all. If the day improves a bit, hopefully we might be able to bale it, but no, it's very dank. Not very exciting. No, it could not have. That was seamless. And yeah, this grass is probably a bit much, but yeah, probably could have done it a couple of weeks earlier. Probably should have done it a couple of weeks earlier. Well, that was a successful, I couldn't say that real well. That was a successful mission. Got them all down here. Now they've got probably a couple of weeks worth of grass down here ready to go. I have to bring the grain bins down because we'll still keep feeding in pellets. I think we're feeding about 1.4 kilos a day. And we'll continue that on for a while. Anyway, that'll do for today's video. Thanks guys for watching. See you again next time.